Hiya, for those of you who don't know, I was elected a TUSC councillor in my local Maltby. And I'd like to talk to you about something a little bit different today. I'd like to talk about how to win an election. It might not be something we're used to, but I believe firmly it's something we are capable of. People resonate with the TUSC message. I found that on the doorsteps, speaking to people on a man-to-man level, as a working class man, from a working class background, putting forward a working class agenda, that resonates with people. It's simple. Get out onto the streets. I found a lot of my success through people that normally wouldn't vote. I know that many of the people that came out and voted for me stood on the doorstep and told me, I don't vote. I've not voted for years. Many people actually said to me, it's quite a socialist town, I haven't voted since Michael Foot. So, but these people came back out for me because we resonated with them fighting on an anti-austerity election. It may have only been a parish council election, but we were still fighting on the anti-austerity. I have put forward an agenda whereby I believe a parish council can be used as a safety net. When services fall, when services are cut by borough councils, they can be picked up on the budgets of local parishes. I fought for a budget to save local bowling greens in my hometown that were used extensively by pensioners. These were cut and shut across the borough, 15 of them. We managed to save ours in Maltby through a campaign, through my election campaign. These are the sort of issues that we're things like libraries, children's centres that are coming under threat across the country. I would encourage all TUSC members to also stand for the parish councils, because these can also be a way of getting the TUSC name out, getting it known, recognised. You only need a few hundred votes to get elected. And then, when actually elected, they might not have much power, but when something slips through, when consulted on some severe cuts in your area, you have a voice. And you use that voice to speak out for the people of your hometown, people that you represent, which is something the Labour Party in my hometown certainly will not do under any circumstances. You have to campaign around strong local issues like that. You have to fight on mainly the cuts. You don't need to look too far in any community to see something that has been dismantled by this condemned government and forced by the Labour Council. As I said, just to name a few in Maltby, I can think of bowling greens, library and children's centre, some £24 million worth of buildings, all of which are under threat in the next 5 years. We can't allow this to continue. I would also like to raise the issue, for any candidate standing this year, that during my election I found out the Labour Party are fantastic at targeting the postal vote. They have a list of every postal voter and they hit that door before you get a chance. The postal votes are delivered some 3-4 weeks before an election. Many people either got to the doorstep had already been, in fact, in some cases they've been coerced by councillors into signing their vote on the spot. We need to get out early in these elections. We need to hit people on the doorsteps with an early leaflet and get your name heard before Labour can do this. It's a dirty underhand trick, but it is just standard practice. In this year, when we have the anniversary of the miners' strike, which so many people will resonate with, it brings back memories of hardship that me as a young man personally can't imagine. So this still rings true with many people in working class towns, mining towns, towns like Coventry, towns like Rotherham, in the northeast of England. We need to use this. We need to make a statement that we are still here. The people that stood up for them during the miners' strike, the people that spoke out for the working classes, we've gone nowhere. We are still here speaking out against injustice, and we will continue to do so. It's not in a world where we are surrounded by things that are frankly immoral and inhuman, such as benefit sanctions and the bedroom tax. I would argue it's not even about left versus right anymore. It's simply about right versus wrong.
You know.
And that's